My beloved child, there are moments in life when you become so busy with noise that you almost miss the quiet wisdom your heart has been longing to hear. Today is one of those moments. Don't skip, because this message is not about fear, it is about reflection, hope, and the opportunity to pause before rushing into another ordinary day. Something huge is waiting for you, not as a threat, but as a life-changing realization that every decision you make today shapes the person you become tomorrow. Imagine standing at a crossroads where one path is filled with distraction while the other leads toward peace, purpose, and renewed faith. Many people keep searching for extraordinary signs while overlooking the quiet reminders already surrounding them. Sometimes the greatest warning is simply that life moves forward whether we pay attention or not. If you ignore wisdom, you may continue carrying burdens that were never meant to define you. But if you choose to listen with an open heart, this moment could become the beginning of a completely different journey. The world often tells you to move faster, worry more, and measure your worth by success alone. Yet true peace is rarely found in endless striving. It grows when you slow down long enough to examine your heart, forgive what needs forgiving, and release what has been weighing you down. Don't skip, because the next part of this journey will uncover a truth that many people discover only after years of searching. Something huge is waiting for you. It is not hidden in fear or impossible promises but in the quiet strength that comes from choosing compassion over bitterness, patience over frustration, and faith over despair. Every challenge can become a lesson, every setback can become preparation, and every new day offers another opportunity to begin again with courage. As this story unfolds, remember that the most meaningful changes rarely happen all at once. They begin with one honest choice, one humble prayer, one act of kindness, and one decision to keep moving forward even when the road seems uncertain. Stay till the end, because each chapter will reveal another step toward living with greater purpose and hope. Something huge is waiting for you, not because tomorrow is guaranteed to be easy, but because a heart willing to grow is never without direction. The next chapter will reveal the unexpected lesson that transformed an ordinary moment into a powerful turning point, reminding us that wisdom is always available to those who are willing to listen. The next lesson begins with a simple question: what have you been ignoring that your heart already knows? Every day presents countless opportunities to choose wisdom, yet distractions often appear more urgent than what truly matters. Don't skip, because this chapter is about recognizing the small decisions that quietly shape your future. Something huge is waiting for you. Not a frightening event, but a powerful realization that a single moment of honesty can redirect an entire life. Imagine looking back years from now and discovering that the greatest turning point wasn't a dramatic miracle, it was the day you finally chose forgiveness instead of resentment, courage instead of fear, and hope instead of despair. Many people wait for a loud sign before they decide to change, but lasting transformation often begins in silence. It begins when you admit that pride has become too heavy, that worry has stolen too much peace, or that anger has occupied space where love should have been growing. Stay till the end, because the next part of this journey reveals why the smallest choices are often the most powerful ones. Something huge is waiting for you. Every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, and every moment spent seeking truth has the potential to influence not only your own life but also the lives of people around you in ways you may never fully see. The strongest hearts are not those that never struggle, they are the ones that keep choosing what is right even after disappointment. As this chapter comes to a close, remember that every new sunrise offers another opportunity to begin again. Yesterday does not have to define tomorrow. Your past can teach you without imprisoning you. Don't skip, because the story is building toward its most meaningful lesson yet. Something huge is waiting for you, not in fear, but in the hope that comes from embracing wisdom with an open heart. The next chapter will reveal how one unexpected moment of reflection became the beginning of a life filled with greater peace, stronger faith, and a purpose that could no longer be ignored. A quiet moment arrived when everything else seemed to slow down. In that silence came an important realization: the greatest danger is not missing one extraordinary opportunity, but slowly drifting away from what truly matters through countless ordinary choices. Don't skip, because this chapter reveals the turning point that so many people overlook. Something huge is waiting for you. Not a promise of instant change, but the discovery that wisdom is available every single day to those who are willing to seek it. Every challenge you have faced has the potential to strengthen your character rather than define your future. The question is not whether life will test you, it is whether you will allow those tests to shape you with patience, humility, and hope. There are times when people become so focused on what they cannot control that they forget the incredible power of what they can control. You can choose kindness when others expect anger. You can choose forgiveness instead of carrying bitterness. You can choose to keep moving forward even after disappointment. Stay till the end, because the next chapter uncovers why these simple choices often create the biggest transformations. Something huge is waiting for you. Every moment spent growing in wisdom is never wasted. The path ahead may still contain obstacles, but a heart grounded in faith and guided by truth can walk through uncertainty with confidence, knowing that every step taken with integrity has lasting value. As this part closes, let this thought remain with you: every new beginning starts with one decision made today, not someday. The voice of wisdom is often gentle, but it never stops inviting you toward a better path. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you, because the greatest breakthrough often begins long before anyone else can see it. In the next chapter, an unexpected lesson will reveal why patience, perseverance, and quiet faith can accomplish far more than fear or hurried decisions ever could. The journey is only becoming deeper, and its most meaningful message is still ahead. Another day had begun, yet the greatest question remained unchanged: what will you do with the wisdom placed before you? Many people spend their lives waiting for the perfect moment while overlooking the opportunities already in front of them. Don't skip, because this chapter uncovers a truth that quietly changes everything. Something huge is waiting for you. Not because fear is chasing you, but because every day offers a fresh invitation to leave behind habits that steal your peace and to embrace a life shaped by compassion, humility, and faith. The strongest people are not those who never stumble. They are the ones who choose to rise again with greater wisdom after every setback. As the journey continues, it becomes clear that every challenge carries two possibilities. One path leads toward discouragement, while the other leads toward growth. The choice is rarely easy, but it is always meaningful. Stay till the end, because the next chapter reveals why even the smallest act of faith can become the beginning of an extraordinary transformation. Something huge is waiting for you. The words you speak, the kindness you show, and the forgiveness you extend today may create a lasting impact far beyond what you can see. Every decision made with integrity becomes another step toward a future built on hope instead of fear. Now the story reaches another important turning point. The quiet lessons you've encountered are beginning to come together, revealing a bigger picture that could not be understood from the beginning. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Not in dramatic signs, but in the steady confidence that grows when your heart is guided by truth instead of worry. The next chapter will uncover the final pieces of this journey and reveal why the greatest blessing often comes to those who remain faithful, patient, and willing to keep moving forward one step at a time. The path ahead now looks different because your perspective has begun to change. What once appeared to be a burden is becoming a lesson, and what once felt like a delay is revealing itself as preparation. Don't skip, because this chapter holds the heart of the journey. Something huge is waiting for you. Not because your future is guaranteed to unfold in a certain way, but because every moment spent choosing wisdom over impulse is shaping a stronger, more peaceful life. There are opportunities all around you to become more patient, more compassionate, and more faithful than you were yesterday. The greatest victories are often quiet, taking place inside the heart long before anyone else notices them. As you continue forward, remember that hope grows stronger when it is practiced every day. A kind word spoken to someone who needs encouragement, a moment of forgiveness offered instead of resentment, or a decision to keep going when giving up seems easier. These are the choices that build lasting character. Stay till the end, because the next chapter reveals why ordinary acts of faithfulness often lead to extraordinary outcomes. Something huge is waiting for you. Every challenge can become a stepping stone if you refuse to let fear make your decisions. Even when the road seems uncertain, you are never without the ability to choose what is right, to seek wisdom, and to move forward with courage. Before this chapter closes, take a moment to reflect on how far the journey has already brought you. The message has never been about fear or punishment. It has always been an invitation to awaken, to grow, and to live with greater purpose. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you because the most meaningful transformation begins the moment you decide to let truth guide your heart instead of worry. The next chapter will reveal the final lesson. A reminder that a life built on faith, humility, and perseverance can shine even through life's darkest seasons. The final lesson begins where every lasting transformation truly starts, inside the heart. Everything you have heard throughout this journey has been leading to this single realization: the greatest warning is not about a sudden event, but about allowing fear, pride, or hopelessness to quietly take control of your life. Don't skip, because this message brings the entire story together. Something huge is waiting for you. It is the freedom that comes when you choose truth over excuses, forgiveness over resentment, and faith over constant worry. Every new sunrise is another opportunity to become the person you were always meant to be, one thoughtful decision at a time. As you reflect on this journey, remember that wisdom is never forced upon anyone. It is offered with patience, inviting each person to respond with an open heart. There will always be distractions competing for your attention, but the deepest peace is found when you pause, listen, and walk with integrity. Stay till the end, because the greatest revelation is not hidden in extraordinary signs, it is found in the quiet confidence that grows when you live according to love, compassion, and humility. Something huge is waiting for you. The strength you have been searching for may already be growing inside you, preparing you to face tomorrow with courage instead of fear and hope instead of doubt. Now this chapter comes to its close, but your own journey continues beyond these words. Let today's message remind you that every choice matters, every act of kindness has value, and every moment spent seeking wisdom is never wasted. Don't skip this final thought. Something huge is waiting for you. Not because difficult days will never come, but because a heart grounded in faith can find purpose even during life's greatest challenges. Walk forward with confidence, keep your heart open to truth, and let every new day become another opportunity to grow in peace, strengthen your character, and bring light to the people around you. Your story is still being written, and its most meaningful chapters are the ones you choose to live with hope. The journey is almost complete, and now the deepest truth begins to unfold. Looking back, you can see that every lesson was an invitation, not a threat. Every pause was an opportunity to reflect instead of react. Don't skip, because this chapter reveals what so many people discover only after years of searching. Something huge is waiting for you. It is the realization that lasting peace does not come from controlling every circumstance. It comes from trusting that wisdom, patience, and integrity will guide your steps even when the road ahead is unclear. The strongest foundation you can build is not on fear, but on truth lived out one day at a time. As the story reaches its final moments, one question remains: what will you carry forward from everything you have heard? Challenges will still come, unexpected seasons will still arrive, and life will continue to test your character. Yet every trial also presents an opportunity to grow stronger in compassion, humility, and faith. Stay till the end, because the final chapter will reveal why the greatest victories often happen quietly, long before anyone else can see them. Something huge is waiting for you. Every choice to forgive, every act of kindness, and every decision to pursue what is right becomes part of a legacy that reaches far beyond a single moment. Now the horizon is brighter than when this journey began. The fear that once demanded your attention has been replaced with hope, and uncertainty has given way to purpose. Don't skip this final reminder. Something huge is waiting for you, not because the future is guaranteed to be easy, but because a heart that seeks wisdom is never without direction. The next and final chapter will bring everything together, revealing the lasting message behind this entire journey. Every new day is another chance to walk in truth, to encourage others, and to become a source of light wherever life leads you. A new chapter begins with quiet confidence instead of fear. If you have stayed through this journey, you have already discovered something many people miss. The greatest changes often happen inside the heart before they are ever seen in the world. Don't skip, because this final message carries the most important lesson of all. Something huge is waiting for you. It is the opportunity to let go of habits that steal your peace and to embrace a life guided by wisdom, compassion, and unwavering faith. Every sunrise is a reminder that yesterday does not have to define today. Every moment is another invitation to choose what is good, to speak with kindness, and to walk with integrity even when no one else is watching. Life will continue to bring unexpected moments, but you do not have to face them with fear. You can face them with courage, knowing that every challenge can become a teacher and every setback can become preparation for greater strength. Stay till the end, because the journey reaches its most meaningful conclusion here. Something huge is waiting for you. Not a promise that every problem will disappear, but the confidence that your heart can grow stronger through every season. The greatest victories are often invisible at first. They begin with forgiving when it is difficult, choosing hope when circumstances seem uncertain, and remaining faithful to what is right even when the easier path looks more attractive. Now the story comes to its close, but your own journey continues beyond these words. Carry this message with you. Never ignore the quiet voice that calls you toward truth, humility, and love. Don't skip this final reflection. Something huge is waiting for you every time you choose wisdom instead of impulse, peace instead of fear, and compassion instead of judgment. The greatest blessing is not found in dramatic signs or fearful warnings. It is found in a transformed heart that reflects kindness, patience, and hope. Let every new day become another opportunity to grow, to encourage others, and to walk forward with confidence, knowing that a life rooted in truth leaves a lasting light wherever it goes. The end of this journey is now within sight, yet the most meaningful lesson is only now becoming clear. Everything you have heard has pointed toward one truth: every day is an opportunity to choose the path that leads to greater wisdom, deeper peace, and stronger faith. Don't skip, because this chapter uncovers the reason so many people miss the quiet invitations that can change their lives. Something huge is waiting for you. Not because extraordinary events happen every day, but because an ordinary moment, embraced with humility and purpose, can become the beginning of an extraordinary future. The greatest turning points rarely announce themselves. They arrive quietly, asking only for an open heart willing to listen and grow. There will always be voices urging you to give in to fear, bitterness, or hopelessness. Yet there is another voice that gently calls you toward patience, forgiveness, and courage. Every choice you make strengthens one of those voices. Stay till the end, because the final chapter will reveal why this simple truth has the power to transform an entire life. Something huge is waiting for you. Every act of kindness, every decision to tell the truth, and every moment spent lifting someone else instead of tearing them down becomes part of a story far greater than you can see today. Even when progress feels slow, every faithful step moves you closer to becoming the person you were created to be. Now, as this chapter closes, take one last moment to reflect on how far you've come. The message has never been about living in fear. It has always been about awakening to purpose. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you, because the final chapter will reveal the greatest lesson of all. That a heart filled with faith, hope, and compassion shines brightest in a world that desperately needs light. The journey is almost complete, and what comes next will remind you that the greatest victory is not found in what you receive, but in the person you choose to become every single day. The journey now reaches its final chapter, and the message that has echoed through every moment can finally be understood. Every pause, every question, and every challenge has been pointing toward the same truth: a heart that seeks wisdom will never walk without hope. Don't skip, because this final reflection brings everything together. Something huge is waiting for you. Not because life is free from difficulty, but because every day gives you another opportunity to choose faith instead of fear, truth instead of compromise, and compassion instead of bitterness. The greatest warning was never about punishment. It was about not allowing distractions, pride, or hopelessness to keep you from becoming the person you are capable of becoming. Every sunrise is a reminder that today is another chance to begin again with purpose. As you step forward from this story, remember that the strongest people are not those who never struggle. They are the ones who keep choosing what is right even when the path is difficult. There will be moments when the road feels uncertain, but uncertainty does not have to become defeat. Stay till the end, because the most powerful lesson is revealed here. Something huge is waiting for you. Every kind word you speak, every act of forgiveness you extend, and every decision to walk with integrity becomes part of a legacy that reaches far beyond what you can see today. The quiet choices you make when no one is watching often become the foundation of the greatest victories tomorrow. Let every challenge remind you that growth is possible, every setback remind you that perseverance has value, and every new day remind you that hope is never wasted. Now the story comes to its conclusion, but your own journey continues. Carry this truth with you wherever life leads. Wisdom grows when you listen, peace grows when you forgive, and faith grows when you keep moving forward despite uncertainty. Don't skip this final thought. Something huge is waiting for you every time you choose love over anger, humility over pride, and hope over fear. Let your life become a source of encouragement for others, proving that true strength is revealed through kindness, patience, and unwavering character. The final message is simple yet powerful. Every day is a new opportunity to live with purpose, to inspire those around you, and to become a light that shines through every season of life. And that is a journey worth beginning again, every single day.